fast as I can, okay? I could be up here for 3 days and not do every song Dad ever did over his 50-year career. He had 110 top 10 records, 48 number one records. Some of them were never singles at all, were classics like Silver Wings. He's got more songs than Carter's got pills. So we ain't got time to do all of them. But you know, Dad wrote most of his own songs, probably 95% of them. But this song I'm gonna do for you right now was one he did not write. It's the only song he did over the years that I taught him. I learned this song one day after it was written in 1972, when I was about 13, maybe 14 years old. My dad and I and Chris Christopherson were in a motel room in Nashville in 1972. My dad and Chris were sitting around picking on guitars, and I was watching, listening and learning. Phone rang. Dad picked up the phone and talked for a couple minutes, hung up. And he said, "Son, you ain't gonna believe who that was." He said, "That was Lefty Frizzell." Well, Dad knew that I loved Lefty. I said, "Really? Cool." He said, "Lefty said he wrote a song yesterday and he wants me to come over and he wants to play it for me. You want to go with me?" I said, "Uh-huh." I had never met Lefty at that point. All I knew about him was records, just like everybody else. But my dad and Chris got up and we got in the car. We drove across town Nashville to another motel where Lefty was staying, and we walked in. I sat down right by the door. My dad and Chris walked over and sat on the bed across from Lefty. And he said their hellos and howdy-doos. At some point, Lefty grabbed his guitar and he sang this song that night. He'd just written it the day before. Long story made short, he wanted my dad to record it. But my dad didn't want to record it. He wanted Lefty to do it because Lefty hadn't had a hit in years, and he was trying to, and they were arguing back and forth. Long story, very long story made short. Dad said, "Lefty, I'm not recording your song. You're going to have to do it. That's only a hit record for you." Anyway, we stood up to leave, and Lefty said, "Well, Merle, before you leave, will you at least take this tape with you?" It was a recording of Lefty with just his guitar singing this song. He said, "Maybe if you change your name, Merle, or change your mind, you'll record this song for me." He said, "No." He said, "I'll take your tape. I'd love to have it, but I ain't going to record it. You're going to have to do it." Well, we got back in our car, drove back across town Nashville, got back in our motel room. We had two of them. My dad and Chris went back into my dad's room. I grabbed that tape and I went next door and I learned this song that night. I've been singing this song longer than anybody but Lefty.